Lucifer is not the serpent in Genesis. Recently, we have been going over the little-known aspects of the Bible, including when the Satans fell, who was the first Satan, and this week we will go over the serpent in the Garden of Eden. Now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, "Did God really say, 'You must not eat from any tree in the garden'?" When reading Genesis, it is contemporary tradition that the serpent in the Garden of Eden tempted Eve into eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. It is also contemporary belief that Lucifer was the serpent that tempted Eve. But there's a serious problem. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that Lucifer is the serpent, and nowhere in the Bible does it actually call the serpent a Satan in Genesis. If the Bible does not say that Lucifer is the serpent, and the Bible does not say that the serpent in Genesis is Satan, then why do contemporary stories of the Bible say that it is? To understand why the Bible does not call Satan the serpent, we must first determine what a Satan is. Satan is not a person or an angel. Satan is a title or action, and the Bible uses Satan to represent an action in the Bible. If Satan is a title or action, then what does it mean? Satan can be translated as adversary or accuser. When the Bible says Satan, what it actually is saying is adversary. This poses a serious problem. If Satan is a title, then who is Satan, and is there more than one Satan? The Bible names a handful of Satans. One is a heavenly Satan, Lucifer, and 3 human Satans. Numbers 21, Samuel 19, and Kings 1 each refer to human kings who were adversaries. These human Satans were not divine beings, but adversaries to Israel. If human kings are adversaries, then what about divine adversaries? In the Bible, there is only one named heavenly adversary, and that is Lucifer. Lucifer is only named once in the Bible, and that is in the book of Isaiah. "How are you fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How are you cut down to the ground, you who weaken the nations?" If Lucifer is only mentioned in Isaiah, 3 human Satans are named in the Bible, and Satan is a title or action, then that would mean that there are multiple Satans in the Bible. If there are multiple Satans in the Bible is silent as to who these other Satans are. What is not silent are the rabbinical texts. The rabbinical texts name a few more Satans. One such Satan is Samuel. Samuel was a high-ranking angel who was placed in charge of guarding the Garden of Eden. Samael was one of the Watchers, the holy sons of God, who tempted and persuaded the other Watchers to lay with the daughters of man and fathered the Nephilim, or giants, in the Bible. Some rabbinical texts have Samuel ride a serpent like a camel, and the rabbinical texts place the blame on Samuel, not Lucifer, for the evils of the world. In fact, even today, Judaism does not believe in Lucifer. When translating Isaiah in its original translation, Isaiah does not name Lucifer, but instead the word used is closer to day star. This is a belief that has stayed with Judaism, and a belief that creates serious issues within the interpretation of the Bible. Even in the rabbinical text, neither Lucifer nor Samael are the serpent in the Garden of Eden. And in fact, the Bible does not say that the serpent is a Satan at all. If the Bible does not say that the serpent is a Satan, and the Bible does not say that Lucifer is the serpent, and the rabbinical text does not say Samuel is the serpent, then why is there a tradition of Lucifer being the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Biblical scholars agree that it is revelations that this confusion arises. And the great dragon was cast out, that serpent of old called the devil and Satan, who deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out onto the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Revelation uses the word tannin for dragon. Tannin is biblically associated with sea dragons. This is in parallel to Isaiah 27. In that day the Lord with a sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, the crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. In Isaiah, the Leviathan is not Lucifer, as Leviathan is talked about much later than Lucifer is. Isaiah is referring to a sea dragon or a sea serpent. This is in direct opposition to the word used in Genesis, which is Nahas. When looking at Revelations, the great dragon's connection with the sea is absolute, with dragon being connected to the sea, and the dragon's use of flooding in Revelations. Regardless, what is certain is that in Revelations never says the serpent or dragon is Lucifer. What is also certain is that there is no mention that the dragon was the same serpent that tempted Eve. Given the usage of the word in Revelations and its similarities with Isaiah, it is highly likely that the dragon and serpent is a Leviathan. If Revelations does not say that Lucifer is the serpent, and the language of Revelations is paralleled with Isaiah's description of the Leviathan, then why do people say that Lucifer is the serpent in the Garden of Eden? The historical record begins associating Lucifer with the serpent through the early church fathers in the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD. If Lucifer was not the serpent, then who was? The rabbinical texts offer an answer in the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch is one of the first books to associate the serpent in Genesis with a fallen angel. 1 Enoch, dated in the 1st century BC, tells of an angel that led Eve astray. This is one of the first times an angel is associated with the serpent and the tempting of women. In the rabbinical text, Samael was one of the angels who guarded the Garden of Eden. One also know through the rabbinical text that Samael was a Satan and a leader of the angels of death. In the Book of Enoch, the final piece of the puzzle is laid. In the Book of Enoch, Samael is named as one of the angels or watchers that tempted the sons of God to lay with the daughters of men. The Book of Enoch also says that an angel was the one who tempted Eve. And lastly, the Book of Enoch names that angel, Gadriel. Gadriel is named as the one who tempted Eve and the one who showed the weapons of death to the children of men in the Book of Enoch. Samael as leader of the angels of death, and Gadriel giving the knowledge of weapons of death to mankind, we finally have our answer. Samael as the leader of the angels of death, and Gadriel giving knowledge about weapons of death and tempting Eve would make Gadriel the subordinate of Samael. And it is said that the serpent was associated as the mount of Samael. Therefore, it is likely that Gadriel is the serpent that tempted Eve into eating the fruit of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. Why do people believe Lucifer is the serpent? Have you ever heard of Samael? Why is it that the Jews do not believe in Lucifer? Do you think that Gadriel is the serpent under the command of Samael that tempted Eve? Let me know in the comment section below, and for more Supernatural History TV, like and subscribe.